sometimes do that. They sort of, as it were, file their various excreta.
How would you know?
How would I know?
About filing those sorts of things?
I am a knowledgeable man, and it is part of my knowledge. You know, if I knew how I knew everything I knew, then I'd only be able to know half as much, because it would all be clogged up with where I know it from. So I cannot always cite my sources, I'm sorry.
My lad. Yes. There are other artists who do the same thing. Janet Jackson and Mary J. Blige also insist on having their toilet seats removed. So what are you veering towards?
Well, it's
pretty true.
I think it's feasible.
It's feasible. I'm just worried about these stars with huge warehouses full of old loo seats. I don't know why I'm worried about them. There's no reason why I should give a shit whether they live or die.
She's not doing it, is she? She's not got the spanner and putting her thing on. So someone else is coming in, she's totally unaware of it, just gets done, one of those things.
Are you, Madonna, I want to get off early. Are you going to need to go again before the end of the gig, or can I remove it now?
I know it's not...
Because, you know, I want to get home before 11 if I can, so will you need another shit tonight? I mean, it's fine, I can wait. But maybe you could go now, if you're ready. So maybe it's not true.
Go with your gut instinct.
OK, we say it's a lie.
You're saying it's a lie, and it is indeed true.
Come on. Sorry.
It is true. Madonna does have all her toilet seats removed from every concert venue to prevent them being sold on eBay. She also had all the decent songs removed from her last album to prevent them being sold at HMV. Lee's team, your teaser. Tony Blair proposed to Cherie in a bumper car.
To me, they look more like roller coaster people, don't they? That's sort of like...
That's why her face is always like that.
Yeah, that was the joke. It was a visual. It was a visual, you know. Hey, listen, I'm shit at time travel. Don't worry about it. Right. I'll tell you what, though, I'm shit at time travel.
True, lie, neither, both.
What do you think, Dom?
Dare I say, poppycock, I think.
I think true.
You think true?
Yeah.
Really?
But you are team captain, Lee, so it's your word that is final.
Well, I have to say that I'm slightly leaning towards John, don't. And I suspect that actually that could be true as well. And also it explains a lot as well, because there's a massive metal bar at the front, isn't there? I was going to say no, but no, I better say that, because I'm not going to get asked again. That is the truth.
The truth.
So help me God.
Right, OK, and I can tell you that
Come on.
It is indeed complete rubbish. It's it's a lie. Tony Blair did not propose to Cherie in a bumper car. Cherie doesn't like going to fun fairs. Everyone thinks that if they throw 3 balls in her mouth, they win a foam Shrek. Our next round goes by the grammatically challenged title of This Is Mine, in which Lee's team all claim to have a close connection to tonight's special guest person. Only one of them is telling the truth, and it's up to David's team to seek that person out and speak his name. So please welcome this week's special guest person, Mark. Now, Lee, perhaps you'd like to explain how you know Mark.
Well, this is Mark. Hi, Mark. And I don't say hello, you rude bugger. I actually employ Mark solely to manage my iPod.
You've changed.
John, what is Mark to you?
I cut the ribbon at the opening of Mark's Karaoke Superstore.
And finally, Dom, what's your relationship with Mark?
Well, Mark's a good mate of mine, and we used to be in a magical double act, and we used to be called Mysterio and Mark. So
so there you are, a professional iPod manager, according to Lee, a karaoke shopkeeper, if you believe John, or a former magical partner of Dom's. David, time to interrogate the enemy.
This double act, what was it called again?
Mysterio and Mark.
So you chose Mysterio as a name, and he chose...
Yeah, and that's the reason why we had to part separate ways in the end, is just because he was just Mark and had to go.
OK. And weren't you expelled from Magic Circle?
Yes, I was. For being a very naughty little wizard.
So, Lee...
Yes, David?
When did you come to the point of realising that your iPod had just got on top of you and you... and you needed to get in some help?
No, I've got hundreds of albums. I bought the iPod. And I don't know anything about computers, so...
It strikes me that an iPod is a machine for putting music on itself, right? You already have a machine for doing that, and you're paying a person to work that machine. Do you use your own toaster, or do you also subcontract that? So I don't know. I mean, I know nothing about electricity, and so I just give him the bread, tell him where the toaster is, and some sort of miracle happens, and it's just a lot quicker that way.
It's all right for you with your private education. I don't understand the basic principles...
They did not,
Shut up, posh boy, I'm speaking. I'm telling you now that I understand the concept of getting it from the machine to the iPod. If I'm going to be honest, I don't know how you get it onto the computer in the first place.
Right. Okay.
Unless you put the CD in, which takes forever.
Putting the CD in does not take forever. How does it get from the computer onto the iPod? Down a wire. I mean, you don't have to stand over it. The computer will just sort of do it for...
I'm a control freak. I know what's going to happen.
If you're a control freak, why are you letting someone else do this? If you're so...
David.
Furthermore...
It's a good question.
Furthermore, if I can ask you to shut up this time,
So you didn't have the guts to say you're working class piece of scum? It's funny, isn't it?
I actually didn't have the time to get it out because you'd already interrupted.
David, before you get too angry, it is possible that he's lying.
Okay.
That is the case for Lee.
Yeah.
We have one more. It'll be John, who claims that he's a karaoke shopkeeper.
What is a karaoke shop?
A shop that sells karaoke stuff.
John, how much were you paid?
How much was I paid?
Yes. You didn't do it for charity, let's face it.
Well, actually, I did, because I felt like giving back to the community.
Yeah. What did you take in from the community? And also, that's not for doing it for free for a karaoke store. Isn't doing it for charity. That's actually doing it for a karaoke store. I don't think much comic relief money goes to karaoke stores. We've got to keep getting the karaoke out there. It's so different. The overheads are vast. This is like a high street store where someone who's just wandering past, getting some vegetables, maybe a book at Waterstones. Oh, maybe I'll fit out a karaoke bar.
It's in an industrial estate, not on the high street.
Whereabouts?
I don't know the exact
Oh,
location.
you lying bastard!
Wouldn't you just love a Doctor Who villain to talk like that to you? Oh, you lying bastard!
A decision. So David's team is this man, Lee's labour-saving iPod technician, John's karaoke aficionado, or Dom's illusionist cohort.
Well, I mean, the thing is, Dom... I know is a magician, so it's a very plausible story that he was in a magician double act. If the iPod thing is true, then you're not the man I thought you were, Lee. And, that's the price you'll pay for this petty victory. So, yeah, I think I'm with you. I think it's Dom at the moment.
I'll go with that.
OK, you're saying it's Dom. Mark, perhaps you'd like to reveal your own identity.
John did open my karaoke superstore.
Thanks for that. Thanks very much and well done to Mark. Our next round is Telly-Tales, in which we revisit one of our national televisual treasures, and David's team astound us with an additional related fact. Tonight, the subject of our scrutiny is EastEnders, so let's just remind ourselves what it was like living in the world of the common people.
You cow!
I'll come down there and give you a dry slap.
You slut.
You want to have one?
No, I don't think so. Shut up, I'm not 70.
I don't like your earrings.
Stand have a cup of tea.
How dare you?
A host of familiar faces from the past being punched, slapped and nutted. Of course, many people consider the golden period of the show to be about 8 o'clock.